Kill boy. Hello, Cube fans. I hope you're having a wonderful new year. I had such a fun time customizing that Jason Voorhees mask. If you haven't seen that video, there's a link to it down below. I actually bought 3 more that I'm about to sand down and do a custom paint job on. Hello, Shane from the future here, editing the very video that you're currently watching. Just to let you know, I didn't film as much of the process as I thought I had. So a lot of the weathering and stuff I didn't capture, but it's basically the same techniques I used in that previous video. So check out that video if you haven't already, and enjoy my voiceover as I make 3 custom Jason masks. So these are the 3 blank masks that I bought. These were pretty cheap off eBay, and I'm sanding them down to get a nice surface to be able to paint on, as well as removing the original decals that were on it, because they're pretty cheap and nasty looking. And look, you know, if you wanted a very cheap mask, that would be fine. That's exactly what they are, but I want to make them look cool. So they're sanded down, and here's me doing a coat of primer, and just a nice basic grey. Nothing too exciting to report. There's the back of my head. This is what they look like primed, all 3 of them. I worked on all 3 masks at the same time. And now is the base coat of that off-white color that I used last time. It's like an ivory off-white, which is really nice, and I think suits the Jason mask pretty well. And so, yeah, I was working on all 3 masks simultaneously. So this is me doing the chevrons and some of the markings of where I wanted to do some of the battle damage. That one there is the part 4 mask. That's the part 7 mask, where it's kind of been underwater and been damaged by the boat propeller. And the Freddy Vs Jason mask, so that's got all the damage from Freddy Krueger's glove that I've marked out there. And now I started to do some of the weathering on the part 4 mask. Just a couple of different color washes, some sort of light browns and yellows, and then moving to darker colors as we move along. And the Freddy Vs Jason mask I went kind of brown with. The part 7 mask, I went sort of with a grey-blue tinge to it, which I quite liked. And here's me doing some of the battle damage to the Freddy vs Jason mask. So I marked out, based on a few photos I looked at, where some of the movie scratches were. I wasn't going for like super movie accurate detail here, but I was trying to get it pretty close to the source material as I could with all these masks, sort of inspired by each of the different parts. And I think it looked pretty good, just dremeling them out there. And then did a lot more painting and detailing over the top. Some more weathering. And then you pretty much have the final result after I did some clear coat on them. And so now I'm going to take a look at each of the masks as they're kind of drying. Pretty happy with all the weathering. 3 pretty distinct looking masks there. And I think pretty faithful to the source material, a little bit heightened in some places, but I really like the way that these 3 masks turned out. Now we get some cool glamour shots. Enjoy.